Waste management is the practice of getting rid of or using swine manure and urine by the producer. There are many different techniques to disposing of or using the waste, and there are pros and cons to each. The size of the producer facility, how many pigs they have, whether they have crops, and even their geographical situation all come into consideration of which system the farmer will use. With an ever-growing human population in need of animal protein, animal waste in general has been on the rise. The overall question is, what do we do with it all? The industry is trying to answer this with new ways of using the waste in more productive ways. Waste management is a hot topic of debate in the swine industry and has been for quite some time. With pollution concerns on the rise, the general public is becoming more aware of their own carbon footprint, and this has affected the swine industry. When waste management is not properly handled, environmental disasters also get the public's attention, and consumers call for a change in the management of swine waste. This demand from the public has put pressure on regulatory agencies to take action and implement laws and regulations. These laws and regulations directly impact the producer and many times cause the rise in pork prices due to new retrofitting and needing to build and improve upon their existing waste management system. The two factors that have come into play in the implementation of the new methods are cost and time. New methods are quite costly, and smaller scale farms don't have the funds to support these new methods in a timely manner.
Swine waste products contain nitrates and ammonia, which can easily and quickly destroy a nearby water table or water ecosystem, thus making the water unusable and can cause large die-offs of the life in those waters. This is mainly a concern with open-top lagoons and not well-adapted pit systems. This may result in the runoff of these harmful components of nitrates and ammonia. The lagoon and pit systems are some of the cheaper options for waste management. Regulations on these systems are most impactful due to their popularity in the industry. Another concern is the air quality surrounding these farming facilities. Health risks are associated with living near a waste containment system that exposes to the air, as the toxins will travel to nearby towns if it is able to get airborne. Toxins like ammonia, nitrogen, and methane are exposed to the open air and evaporate into the atmosphere, causing air pollution that can affect nearby communities. These airborne toxins directly affect the people living nearby, and it is a great concern, though it is not one of the most widely spoken issues overall.
So, how is the industry responding? Well, the EPA, or the Environmental Protection Agency, requires large-scale farms to prove their waste products are not running off into nearby soil, and thus requires different techniques to be implemented in order to follow these laws. However, these laws do differ from state to state, with some states not requiring proof, and only farms with a certain amount of livestock are required to implement systems to ensure no runoff is taking place. Overall, regulations have been made regarding waste management, and that require the industry to adapt in order to stay a working farm. Changing the method of storage has been a positive change in the industry. New holding tanks built above ground with very thick walls ensure there is no runoff into nearby water tables, as there is no potential contact with soil and prevents a natural disaster from causing more potential issues. Different producers have been getting crafty with what they do with the waste. For example, one farmer uses the trapped methane from the waste paired with biodigesters to power a generator for the facility, using his own electricity with the waste. The concern now is from pig farmers, as they would have to foot the bill for these expensive setups. Not only are producers putting money into retrofitting their spaces to help reduce their footprint, they are also making changes to their systems before the waste is even made. By learning more about the feedstuffs that help reduce ammonia and nitrates once the food is made into waste by their livestock, they are able to make dietary changes.
Though not widely done due to costs, many of the larger producers are moving towards more technologically advanced ways of handling their swine waste. By using improved technologies such as biodigesters and composting, we can harvest the natural gas off these processes, which in turn we can help generate electricity in a sustainable manner. And we can also prevent contaminants and waste from running off into water sources. Instead of treating it all as waste, they're attempting to reduce the usable portions produced in the end by using the manure for energy and fertilizer. These techniques will only become more and more efficient, helping to reduce the concern and pollution the industry causes.